If you are having any doubt, you just tell me. I will revise that particular topic, or we'll start with the next unit. Yes, students, is there any doubt in the unit 1? No doubt? Understood all the topics? Why? What happened? You are not responding. Yes, A and B division both. Understood all the topics or not understood the complete unit, or what, anything else is required based on the means from first unit point of view, whatever the lectures are conducted, based on that, do you require any another method for lectures? You can means speak. Okay, feel free to speak. Students, share your experience. Understood? Only need a practice. Yes. So you have to do the practice, students, because this subject is also means it's very important to do the practice. Then only you can solve the problems. You might have faced the problem for the timing, right? In yesterday's IE. Okay, so this will be the same case will be happened for the MT examination. You will be having all the numeric questions only for this subject. Theory is very less, only just, and theory also will be based on concepts only. So if you know the concepts, you can attempt the theory question, right? So you have to do the practice. From your side only you have to do the practice. Wherever you will be feeling any particular doubt, you can ask during lab, during theory. Okay, fine. So we'll start with the next unit. Okay, now that is unit number 2. With unit 1, Quinn-Mikulski, that is the last topic. You do the practice of that also. The second example, you have to read it from that RP Jain book. Fine? Okay. After solving that second example, if you will be having any doubt, then you only tell me. Okay. Okay. Now I will just share my screen. So I will tell you which is the first topic that we are going to start with unit 2. Okay, students. So in unit 2, the first topic, that is code converters. Okay, in the syllabus, you will be getting the first topic, that is the code converters. Okay. So in the code converters, there are 3 code converters are given: BCD code, XS3 and gray code. Okay, as the binary code system, we are using it. Okay, for the this for our subject, for digital electronic subject. Okay, so along with this binary codes, we'll be having few more coding systems. Those are BCD, XS3 and gray code. Okay, so we'll start with this topic, that is the code converters. Is my screen is visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So there is a wide variety of binary codes used in a digital system, and based on these binary codes, there are some codes are also available. Those are BCD, that is the binary coded decimal. Okay, then XS3 code and gray code. Okay, so as you know that the classification, right? Binary code, it is always known as weighted code. Why? Because you know that while writing the binary number for a particular decimal number, always you write in terms of positional system. Okay, that is 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, right? So some weights are provided based on the position. So that is the weighted code system. Okay, so which are the weighted code system? Decimal, binary and BCD code. Those are known as weighted. Okay, and which are the non-weighted coding system? Those are the XS3 and gray code. Means no non-weighted means no position, no any particular positional value it is assigned for this particular gray code and XS3. Okay, that is based on some particular logic. Okay, so now we'll see why this particular BCD code, XS3 and gray code it is used and how it is used. Generally, why the code converters are used, that I will tell you. Code converters are used in terms of error detection and in error correction digital system. Okay, so as you know that various binary codes are used, right, to represent the data, which may be numeric, alphabets, okay, or special characters. Generally, you are using the binary number, okay, for this digital electronics, for any conversion from decimal to binary, that we have seen already, right, octal and all that. But in terms of binary, we are doing all the conversions. Okay, so with this, how this BCD code represents and how actually it is used, okay, that we'll see. Now, what is meant by BCD? That is the binary coded decimal, and it is the 8421 BCD code. BCD stands for binary coded decimal. Okay, the BCD number is a 4-bit binary group that represents one of the 10 decimal digits 0 through 9. Okay, it is nothing but simple binary form in terms of 4-bit. Okay, any decimal number you can convert into binary number, that is considered as a BCD number in terms of 4 bits. Here you can see the example. Okay, decimal number, suppose 4926. For this particular decimal number, how to find the BCD? Generally, if I will write directly the binary number, as I know that from 0 to 3 decimal, I can write in terms of 2 bits, right? From 4 to 8. If this is octal, will be required 3 bits, right? And if it is a hexadecimal, it will be required compulsory 4 bits. But if we'll write any particular decimal number in terms of BCD code, compulsory you have to write each and every digit from that number in terms of 4 bits. Now here you can see 8421 BCD coded number. That is what for 4? 0100. Okay, though 4 it is possible to write in terms of 3 bits, but in terms of BCD you have to write in terms of 4 bits. 91001, 20010 and 60100. So for this particular decimal number, this is the BCD, that is the binary coded decimal. Okay, I will show you the table over here. Just go through this table. These are the decimal values and BCD and binary. You can say it is similar only, right? 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 2 0 0 1 0 3 0 0 1 1, likewise and so on till 9 1 0 0 1, because it is possible. Likewise, we can also write it for 10 in terms of 4 bits. Okay, now here you can see this complete table represents in terms of 4 bits, and here the weights are provided, that is 1 2 4 8. Okay, so weights are nothing but the weights are provided to the position, like for this 0 1 then 2, means if you will multiply with the number system, that is 0 2 multiplied by 2 raised to power 0, likewise and so on, 0 multiplied by 2 raised to power 2. So these are nothing but the weights are provided. Based on that we can find out the decimal value, right, based on this positional system. So this code is known as 8421 code, or simply it is also known as a BCD code. Okay, so 8421 are nothing but the weights of the 4 bits of the binary code of each decimal digit from left to right. You can always see from left to right. Okay. Now just one more example, it is there. Convert the BCD coded number into decimal. Now here you can see this is the BCD coded number, right? Which here you can see each and every BCD coded number, it is provided in terms of 4 bits, right? 1000, 0111 and 0001. Okay, now what you have to write? You have to write in terms of decimal. Convert the BCD coded number into decimal. So you have to write the equivalent decimal number for this. So 8, 7 and 1. So the decimal number, that is 871. Okay, so this is the BC, again one more example it is given, convert to the decimal number 350 to its BCD equivalent. Now the decimal number is given 350. Okay, BCD coded number is equivalent number, binary equivalent of BCD in terms of 4 bit. For 5, 0101 and for 0, 0000. Okay, you got it now. What is BCD? Yes, students, shall we move ahead for the next code, XS3?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, later on we'll see how to convert from BCD to gray conversion. We'll see later. Now this is just the understanding of code. Okay, now what is XS3 code? XS3, as the name only it represents, you can see XS3 means you have to add 3. Okay, XS3 means you have to add 3. Where you will add the 3? In the binary form of that particular decimal value. So add 3 to each digit of decimal and convert to a 4-bit binary form. Okay, a BCD code that is not 8421 BCD means not weighted code. This XS3 code, it is not a weighted code. Okay, it is not a weighted code. BCD code, it is the weighted code. So here you can see this particular table. This the decimal values are given. Here the binary values are given, right? And after that in the column you can see plus 3 means 3 is added, right? So for this particular decimal, what is the binary? 0000. Okay, plus 3. Plus 3 means you have to add 3 in this 000. Means actually what you have to add? 0. The binary of 3 is 011, right? So here it is written in terms of 4 bit 0011. That will be getting added in this binary. So what will be the XS3 code? 0011. Simply you have to add 3 in the decimal value and you have to write the binary form of that, right? Similarly, it is calculated for all the values, for the 4 also. Here you can see this is the binary equivalent. This 3 is added. That is 0011. So what is the XS3 for this? 0111. Right? Now, after that, here you can see the example. 359. So for 359, what is the XS3 code? What is the XS3 code here? 3. For 3, what we have to consider? 3 plus 3, 6. Means here you have to write the binary of 6. Right? Then 5. 5 plus 3. That is 8. Right? So, this is the binary of 8. Right? 1, 2, 4, 8. You can see it. Then 9. Okay? For 9, 9 plus 3, 12. So for 12, this is the binary form. Okay, so likewise, you can add it and directly you can write the binary form in terms of 4 bits. That is the XS3 code. Add 3 to each digit of decimal and convert into 4-bit binary form. It's very simple. Okay, but it is not a weighted code. This code is a self-complementing code. Okay, means what? One's complement of the coded number yields 9's complement of the number itself. Okay, now this part you are not having, just for like what is the purpose of that using this particular code? That is nothing but in terms of complement operation, this is used, XS3 code, in terms of 9's complement. Okay, as in the first unit you have studied 1's complement, 2's complement. Likewise, there is a topic of 9's complement where this particular topic it is used. Okay, and it is also called as sequential code. Okay, so this is not required. You will be required only small understanding of that for conversion. The next one, that is the gray code. Okay, so this is the most important coding system. Okay, that is the gray code. Okay, in the unit 1, we have seen that the gray code it is used in the K-map. Okay, so now we'll see the gray code in detail. Okay, what is the purpose of using the gray code? Okay, and why it is used. So the gray code most important characteristics is that only one digit changes as you increment or decrement the count. Okay, means if you are changing from one decimal to previous decimal to next decimal. Okay, in that case only one bit changes, only one variable change it is there always. Either it will increment or it will decrement, but there is always a change of one bit. That is the property of gray code. But gray code always uses the reflectivity property. So it is also known as reflected code. Okay. The gray code is commonly associated with input-output devices such as optical encoder of a shaft angular position. Okay. This is just an application, but where it is used, that I will tell you, okay, after explaining this particular gray code system. Okay, then only you will understand. Gray code is not a BCD code. It is also not a binary code. Okay. How it is different? It is different in terms of, you can say, to reduce the switching operation, the gray code is required. Okay. What is meant by switching operation? That I will explain over here in the table. Okay. So generally now where the gray code is used today, gray code, it is widely used to facilitate the array correction in digital communication. Okay. Such as cable TV system. That is the application of gray code. Okay. Gray code, it is also known as the cyclic code. So now here you can see this table where the decimals are represented and where the gray code is given. Okay. Now what I will do, I will write this gray code separately along with binary so you will understand. Okay. Okay. So for gray code, first we'll write the decimal value. Okay. We'll see binary and then we'll see gray code. So you will understand it. Okay. For decimal, we'll consider from 0 to 15. It's not. Okay. For this, we'll write first binary. Okay. And then I will tell you about the gray code. Okay. First decimal binary equivalent is 0000, then 0001, right? 0010. Okay, this is the binary. Now, as you know that, just I will tell you one point over here and then I will write a gray code. See, over here, you can see this remaining part, you know that I will not describe this part. Just go for the decimal value 3 and 4 and the binary equivalent of this. Okay, for 3 is this and for 4 is this. Right? 0011 to 0100. Okay, now here you can see to switch. See, to switch from 3 to 4 in binary, you can see how many bits are changed from 1 to 0, right? This bit is changed from 1 to 0. This bit is also changed, right? From 0 to 1, this bit is also changed and this bit remains as it is. Means from switching to 3 to 4, 3 bits are changed. Right? So, for 3 bits switching is required while moving from 3 to 4. Right? So, in this particular binary numerical system, 2 successive values, what we want, it should be differ in only 1 bit in gray code, but in binary, it is differed in terms of 3 bits, right? We need to change 3 bits in terms of binary, right? So, to reduce this operation, while performing this operation in a computer, it will take a time, right? So, the gray code system it is used. So, to reduce the switching operation, binary to gray code conversion, it is to be done, right? Now, how the gray code it is to be written, that I will tell you. Basically 0 0 0 0, then 0 0 0 1, right? Then 0 0 1 0, right? So now here you can see how many bits are changed for this particular point, 1 to 0 and 0 to 1, but in a gray code only 1 bit changes. Okay, so I cannot write here 1 0. I need to change only 1 bit. Okay, so what I will do over here, I will keep this one as it is. Okay, and I will change this bit now. I will change this bit. Means this bit is changing, but this bit we are keeping as it is. So here you can see this is the binary of 3 actually, but while writing this in terms of gray code, this is the decimal equivalent of 2, right? So this gray code is for 2. Now, while switching from this to next, from 2 to 3, what I will write? 0, 0, 1, 0. Okay, now I am changing this bit. I cannot write again here 1 because this is already covered. I cannot take this 1 as a 0 because this is also already covered. So I am changing this. So instead of here, I am getting in a binary after 0, 1, 1, 0. In gray code, we are getting after 0, 1, 1, 1 and then 1, 0. Why? Because there is only 1 bit change. And because of this group, this code is formed like that. Okay. After that, you know that after this, you need to write the binary in terms of 3 bits, right? So 1 here it should be there. Now in terms of that, what I will write instead of 1 0 0, as I know that moving from this to this, there should be 1 bit change only. Okay. So what I will do, I will only change from 0 to 1 because compulsory 3 bits are required, right? If I will not change this, I'll be getting in terms of 2 bits only. Okay. So what I will do, I will keep as it is this particular part. Sorry, 1 1 0. It should be 1 1 0. So changing only this particular bit. Okay. Then 0 1 1. It's difficult to understand, but how easily to understand this? For that there is one property that also I will tell you. Okay. So I'm writing it simply now. Okay, and how to write easily, that I will tell you just after writing this. Okay, with using the reflective property. 1 1 0 1, then 1 1 1 1, then 1 1 1 0, then 1 0 1 0, then 1 0 1 1. Then 1 0 0 1 and 1 0 0 0. Okay. Let me check this first. 1 1 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 1 0 1. Okay. 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 Now how to achieve this gray code simply, that I will tell you. See students, you know that for 2-bit number, for 1-bit number 0 and 1, if I'm having a 2 bits, Okay, if I'm having a two variables, 2 bits means there will be 4 combinations, right? 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1, right? Okay. If any particular decimal number, if I have to write in terms of for this 0, 1, 2, and 3, as I know that for these 4 decimal values, 2 bits are sufficient, right? 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay. Now, as I know that while moving towards the next decimal value, 3 to 4, I'll be required 3 bits, right? As I know that 1 is compulsory required as the most significant bit, right? Now, what I will do, I will first write the gray code in terms of reflective property. Here you can see, if I will write 0 and 1, okay, you have to just take a mirror of this, mirror image of this. What will be that? 1 and 0, right? 0, 1, the reflectivity property. What is the reflectivity property? You have to take a mirror of this. 1, 1, 0. 0, 1, 1, 0, right? After that, I'll be just inserting here 0, 0, okay, 1 and 1, right? Can you see this particular part? 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Now I'm getting in terms of 2 bits, right? Means this is the gray code that is for 0, 1, 2, and 3. Now I want to write it for 4, but I'll be required 3 bits. Again, I have to use the reflectivity property. I have to take the mirror of this, mirror image of this. Okay, so what I will do, I'll be writing over here 1, 0, okay, first, then 1, 1, okay, then 0, 1, and then 0, 0, right? What I have written, I'm taking the reflective property I'm using for this 4 now. I'm taking the mirror image of this. So 1, 0 first, then 1, 1, then 0, 1, and then 0, 0. Just I need to append 1 over here. Why? Because here will be required 3 bits. 1, 1, 1, 1. Here it is considered as a 0. Right? Now can you see it till this particular point? It is same or not? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, right? 0, 1, 0, right? Then you can see it. See 1, 1, 0, then 1, 1, 1, then 1, 0, 1, and 1, 0, 0. Right? Till this point it is same. Now what you have to do? This is 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now for 8, moving towards 8. As you know that for 8, you'll be required minimum 4 bits. But before that, what I will do? I will take the reflection of this part, complete this part, mirror image of this. Okay, so as it is, you have to write at the downside now. Okay, so I'll be moving towards this particular part now. Okay, here only I will write now 1, 0, 0, then 1, 0, 1, then 1, 1, 0, right? Then, sorry, it 1, 0, 1, after that 1, 1, 1, then 1, 1, 0, right? Then 0, 1, 0, right? After that 0, 1, 1, just the reflection of these first 8 decimal values that we are considering over here. 0, 0, 1, and then 0, 0, 0. Okay. Fine. Now I will be writing over here gray code. See, just now what we have seen, 0, 1, 1, 0, right? Again I am writing so you will understand. 0, 0, 1, 1. Okay. Then the reflection of this, that is 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? I'm just inserting over here 0. I'm inserting over here 1. Okay. Now the mirror image of this. Now I'll be taking complete the mirror image of this. to solve the next part. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. For this, take the mirror image of this 100, 101, 111, 110, then 010, then 011, then 001, and then 000. As you know that this is 8 compulsory 4 bits are required. Now this most significant bit, it should be 1, right? So I'll be appending over here zeros in terms of 4 bits. If we are considering here also, we have to consider in terms of 4 bits. And I'll be appending over here 1. Why? Because we are writing now in terms of 4 bits. And from this point onwards will be required the result in terms of compulsory 4 bits. So just I'm adding ones. Now this is the gray code I am getting with this property. That is the reflectivity property. Okay, now here also you can see in this PPT, you are getting the same one. Here you can see gray code 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Now just the reverse of this 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay, then 0, 1. 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1 and 0, 0. Just 1 is added over here. And likewise and so on. This one is calculated. This will be applied to this one and take a mirror of this. Okay. And with this particular gray code here, you can observe that there is only 1 bit change while moving from previous cell to next cell. Right? Okay, so 2 successive values here, it differs in only 1 bit. Okay, this is the first and second one. Okay, after that, like and so on, if you will consider there is only 1 bit difference, you can see in the gray code. So have you understood, students, this particular part, how this reflectivity property is used? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So based on this reflectivity property, you can easily write the gray code. Otherwise, it's difficult to write. In the previous method, as I told, it's very difficult to write. But if you will use the reflectivity property, it's very easy. Okay. Just you have to start from 2 bit, you can easily write it. Okay. So this is the gray code with this. Okay. After that, you have a conversion, that is how to convert from binary to gray. Okay, just now we have seen in this particular example, this is the binary code and this is the gray code. Now, how to convert from binary to gray? Okay. So I'm writing over here with this point of view, how this code conversion, it will be happen in the binary to gray code. Okay. Decimal value, binary value, and again gray code. Again here you have to use the concept of K-map for finding the conversion of binary to gray. Okay. So I'm doing the conversion now from binary to gray. How is it possible? Why we are doing this conversion? Because if we want to convert any particular binary number in terms of gray code, see, we can convert it with the help of table also. I can directly write it, but I need to remember it, right? For this 4, what is the gray code? Okay. For 8, what is the gray code? Okay. So if you know this table, you can write the gray code. Right? But there is also one more method that I will tell you later. But now first we'll see what is the code conversion, how to convert from binary to gray. Okay. So for that, binary to gray, अगर आपको implement करना है तो आपको circuit लगने वाला है, right? You need to design a circuit. And how you will design a circuit? If I know the binary number, how I will convert into gray code? That we'll see first. So first I will write the table. Again, I am writing this table. Why? Because I'll be required over here the K-map. And to draw that K-map, I'll be required these values. So for this, the writing in terms of here, over here I will write B0, B1 because there are four variables B2 and B3. Okay, likewise G0, that is the least significant bit, G1, G2 and G3, right? 0, 0, 0, 0. Sorry, 1, 0, 0. Okay. With this, again one more time, I am writing directly gray code on the table. Okay. 0, 0, 0, 0. Then 0, 0, 0, 1 with the reflectivity property 1 to 0. Just I am writing, adding ones over here 0, 0, 0, 0. Again use the reflectivity property 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. Just add the ones over here 0, 0, 0, 0. Right now, after that, again use the reflectivity property for this. Then add 1, 0, 1, just add the ones over here 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, and then 0, 0, 0. Just add ones. Okay. Now here you can see one point. I will again tell you from 3 to change, from changing the binary value from 3 to 4. Here 3 bits are changing in binary, but in gray code you can observe that only 1 bit is changing. And which one is that? This one. Right? Okay. Likewise and so on. Here also you can observe the difference from 7 to 8 also. Okay. Now what is the next step? How to convert from binary to gray? Okay. Here you need to write a K-map. So I'm just erasing this part. This is B0, B1, B2 and B3. Okay. G0, G1, G2 and G3. Now what you have to do? To convert from binary to gray, you have to draw a K-map. This is a 4 variable K-map, right? Just draw the 4 variable K-map over here. Which are the inputs over here? We have to convert from binary to gray. So binary is the input and gray it will be the output. But we want to first find out, suppose G3. Okay, I want to first find out, suppose G3. Okay, I'll be writing, just a minute. Okay, so I'll be taking in terms of B0 here, then B1, then B2 and B3. Okay, because these are the 4 inputs, right? Now you have to just write 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. This is the gray code property we are using in the K-map also. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, right? Now what you have to do over here, I'm calculating it for G3. If I'm calculating it for G3 and my input is binary number, what I need to write? I need to write for this particular combination, this particular value in the K-map, right? As I want to find out the expression of G3, I want to calculate now in terms of expression. So I'm formulating a K-map to calculate the expression of G3. Oh, okay, where I will implement binary to gray. Now what I will do for 0, 0, 0 combination, what is the G3 value? That is 0. For 0, 0, 0, 1, what is the G3 value? That is 0. So you have to place it for all these, means from 0 to 7, I have to place the value 0, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it will be easy to insert a value in that particular cell. So just insert till 7 zeros, right? And after that, you have to insert a 1 because this is the K-map for G3. Okay, why we are doing that you will come to know later. Okay, you have to insert ones now. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. For this input and G3 will be the output. For that, we are drawing this K-map. Now, can you see that here the octet can be formed, right? Yes, students, can you see that the octet can be formed over here? Yes or no? Have you understood how these values are inserted in the K-map?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So we need to calculate the expression now. Okay. For G3. For G3, the G3 is the output. For that, I am inserting the values for that particular combination from the table. Okay. Now with this, you have to calculate the expression. Now what you can see, I'll be writing in terms of now here B0 bar, B1 bar, right? B0, B1. You can take any combination, no problem. Then B0 and B1 bar, right? After that, you can take B0, B1 and then B1, B0 bar. Okay, over here, B2, B3 bar, then B2 bar, B3, B2, B3 and B2, B3 bar, right? Based on that, what should be the expression? Can you tell me? If this octet will be formed, what will be the expression I will get? If the octet will be formed from the 4 variables, 3 variables will be eliminated and I should get only 1 variable as an expression.
B1.
Yes?
B1.
B1. So what should be the answer for this? B1. Right? G3 equal to what I am getting? B1. Why? Because here B0 is changing, so this will be eliminated. And here all are changing. So the answer is B1. Right? Are you getting it or not? Other students? Students, you are getting it or not? Okay. So
Yes,
likewise,
ma'am.
we have formed this particular expression. Okay. Why I am doing this? ये आपको बाद में समझ में आएगा. Implementation point of view, this we are doing the conversion from binary to gray. Because this is a practical that you will be having, and for that you will be required this conversion where you will implement this practical. If any particular binary number is given, right? And if I want to convert this binary, that is 1000 into gray code. So that's what will be required, the equation where I will form based on the equation, I will design a circuit. Now what is the next step? Like G3, you have to Do it for G2 in a similar way. Okay, first we'll calculate all the expression and we'll do it. So what you have to do now, similarly, likewise we have calculated for G3, you have to calculate the expression for G2 now. So for this combination, you have to place zeros. So similarly, for 0, 1, 2, 3, for 0, 1, 2, 3, you have to place zeros, right? Here you can see. Now you have to consider this row, sorry, this column, right? G2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7 means ones will be here, right? Then 1, 1, 1, 1, 8, 9, 10, 11. 8, 9, 10, 11 means 1 here, right? And after that again zeros are there. So 12, 13. So here zeros, right? So here how the grouping will be formed in K-map. Now again what you have to consider here, octet is not possible, right? Here you have to form a chord for this and for this. And then you have to write the expression, right? So likewise for G2 you have to write the expression over here. Okay, see, the expression will change if you will consider, if you will take another values over here. You can take B0, B1 here also, B2, B3 also. So this expression will change, doesn't matter. Okay, though you will consider, but keep as it is for all the K-map. If you are following this sequence for this K-map, the same sequence you have to follow for the next K-maps that you will be finding for G3, G2, G1 and G0. So likewise and so on for G1 also you have to write this K-map and you have to calculate the equation for G1. And for G0 also you have to calculate the equation, right? So first, that is the homework part now for you. Okay, till next lab, what you have to do? You have to do this. You have to find out the expression with using K-map and you have to tell me. Fine? Can you do this? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So for till the next lecture, you have to calculate the all values of G3, G2, G1, G0. How you will calculate? You have to draw the K-map. You have to insert the values on a respective cell based on this table, and then you have to calculate the expression. Okay. So I will cross check that equation in the next lecture, whether you are getting correct or not, whether you have formed the, it's very simple. All the groups that you are getting here, that will be nothing but octet in terms of chord. Okay. Grouping is very easy while in terms of conversion now. Okay. So you do this part as a homework and we'll continue with this. Just we'll cross check your equation, or else wherever it will be required, I will explain that equation also. Okay, because for G1 and G0 to calculate the expression, it will be difficult because you can see the combination here, number of combinations of zeros and ones here. And in G3 and G2, here you can see easily octet and chords are formed. But here in G1 and G0, you will be getting the multiple combinations. Okay, like octet, chords you will get. Okay, you may get a pairs also, but mostly you will get a chords. Okay, so we'll see this next part. That will be the binary to gray code. Okay, and I will design the circuit based on that only. Okay, so you do the practice of this, then only you will understand the next part. Okay. Have you understood the gray code, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Once again, you read this particular topic because this is also required for the next topic as well as to understand the labs.